What is good, YouTube? So tonight we're going to be flying the Airbus, I meant Spacebus A320neo out of Lugano. We're going to be taking an unknown course. I don't have a plan, but it's really nice looking out here. So enjoy the scenery. We'll be departing here momentarily. And I almost called it an Airbus, but this is actually a space bus, meaning that we can go into lower Earth orbit with this vehicle. It's really powerful. I always forget how powerful it is. So here we go. You really have to be careful with the throttle. Look at our airspeed. Like, I'm being so gentle with the throttle. Whoa, see, we're already overspeed crazy. Couldn't even get the landing gear up. So what do y'all prefer? In the cabin or outside of the cabin? It's so nice to be in a vehicle that has auto trim again. You just don't think about it. You don't have to think about it. I guess it's more because I play this game so casually that, like, I'll be watching a movie while I'm playing, and I'll still be kind of cruising around like this, but I'll be like watching a movie on the other screen, which is right next to this one. Y'all can't see that though because you're not here. Get this thing sideways. I'm telling you, these Airbuses are amazing. Look how nice it looks out here. I know, 300 feet. The nice thing about the space bus is that it has so much power that we can go vertical right now. I mean, it would take a second to like mm, make it nose up, but if you just mash the throttle, it'll aim it up at the sky, and then you can drop the throttle back, and basically you're like thrust vectoring it because it has that much power. And then you can, once you get it kind of aimed right, you can go straight up. I might do later. I'm not really trying to go to space right now. I'm bored of going into space. I've never been out here. This place is awesome. This place looks awesome. Because my whole point of that is I could get out of like a bad situation pretty fast. Like if you don't have enough, like a lot of power, you know, like you can get yourself stuck in a canyon like this where you can't climb out. Like I almost did that the other day. I was just not paying attention. Really, is what it was. But like you come around a bend and you're like, oh yeah, look, actually I have to go up like that high in the next 15 seconds or something, and there's not enough room to turn around. That's a problem. That probably happens to people in real life. You know, people are just like flying a small personal aircraft, like ultralight type stuff. I don't really know where this goes. It just looked like a nice place to carve around in the mountains, and it did not disappoint. This is like my new favorite airport. Like I've been flying around California for like a year. Like I always take off from California, like most of the time. Like I would just take off out of Los Angeles or whatever, or Las Vegas, cause yeah, I just like I like the scenery from, like I'd fly from Vegas to California and then just cruise around. But I'm bored. I'm bored of the coast. I need mountains. Just cruising around in the Airbus. You like the livery? I found this on the internet. It's it's the subway with what was that guy's name? Jared, I think, right? This place is so cool looking. I will live here. I need to go live here. In one of these houses on the side of a mountain. What a fantastic machine the Airbus is. If I ever get rich, I'm just gonna buy an Airbus. I mean, like dumb rich, like if I just had $1 billion, because then I could buy this and drive it around like a car and not really be worried about like the costs involved. Because the cost is huge, to be honest. I would do like I would do like parties. I would have a party bus. Is that a thing? It wouldn't be commercial, of course. I mean, do you see how I fly this thing? It'd be like it'd be such a liability or something. I don't think I'd be allowed to fly other people around. I think we're gonna go right. What a cool place. Ooh, let's see where that goes. Told you the space bus don't play. We could have kept going with that and it'll just keep nosing up. The space bus is a beast. Trying to figure out which way I want to go. Oh, we're in trouble. Just kidding, we're gonna go this way. I can't shut the throttle off. Flaps. 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 Woo. It's like the throttle wouldn't go back to 0. Dangerous. We're fine. We're fine. I haven't flown this thing in a while. There we go.
2,500. 2,500.
I forget how to change its ranges up here. I need close range. Oh, there's a mountain.
2,500. 2,500.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
2,500.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
1,000. 1,000.
Overspeed. Overspeed. Overspeed.
500. 400.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
500. 300.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
400. 300.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
400. 300.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
1,000. 500. 400. 300. 400. 300. 200. 500. 400. 300. 300. 200. 200.
Should probably go up. Can't see. I don't know where I'm gonna go. Let's check out this land. See where it see where we are when we get out of these clouds.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
thing glides good too. Like, like we glide around for a while. Like we're still going up. The engines are off. Start running out of airspeed, actually. Like the engine's been off. Thing carries so much momentum. It's so heavy. It's a great high-speed glider. I wonder if people live all throughout these mountains. What do you think? There's people just living here, you know? Right now. Like, what do they do? That's a silly thought, right? Just because they live in the mountains, but like, what even is out here? This is a lifestyle, you know? So used to this particular way of life that it's hard to imagine. Like, there's people just, there's houses down there. Just here and there. And then you wonder, like, what do they do during the day? Do they drive to work somewhere? Like, I don't think so. Right? They have like farms, they just don't use money. Curious. Like, what sort of job would you have living on a mountain here? Missing something, like, I don't understand how they live. You're going so fast that I can't turn. We might die.
2,500.
Okay, we're okay. I was just seeing if there was anyone living out here.
1,000.
I'm never worried about the structural integrity of the space bus because it's fortified, so it's not gonna get overstressed. But it doesn't necessarily turn any faster than a regular one. More or less flies like any regular space bus would. There's some tweaks to it for stability reasons because of how fast this aircraft is. You still have to go to altitude. You can't, there's no aircraft that will go very fast at this, at this low altitude.
2,500.
By high altitude, I mean like this plane will really go fast around 103,000. I mean, you can go higher, but that's when it has like the highest airspeed. Look, there they are. That's the little communities, I guess. And they probably don't really do much with money, is my guess. There's no cities here, you know. No Starbucks. Look at the little house there. I could be living in that house. Or that one.
1,000. 1,000. 1,000. 1,000. 500.
I mean, like, physics still exists. I can't break the physics. I made it have like,
400.
a lot more thrust.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
But you can't just, I mean, you can just add thrust. But if you want to make it fly nice,
1,000.
you can change the geometry. And this is kind of a compromise for flying fast and stable, even at lower altitude. So even though the model doesn't appear, these wings are swept more than they appear to be. But I didn't tuck them in or anything.
1,000.
And I don't think I changed the overall surface area. I just changed some of like the geometry on, like, I forget what they call that, but the sweep, right? I guess they're a little more swept. Which is good for flying fast.
500.
Okay, so there's something here. Like, maybe they come here to work. Like, there's maybe some warehouses and some factories or something. Those look like warehouses. So maybe they all come here to work, and then they gotta go 200 miles back to their house in the mountain. I'd still live here. Retire somewhere like this.
400. 500. 400. 400.
We're running out of airspeed.
500. 500. 400.
I was just looking at the flight path we've been on. Not really going anywhere. Felt like my controller's stuck just there. Trying to check it from inside. Yeah, it just did it.
50.
Yeah, there's something weird with the control. It might be in the trim. Like it's stuck. Or my batteries are going dead. Yeah, like if I go full over and let go, like I'll tell you like full stick over and then I let go. Now I let go. It takes like, I mean it's not huge, but it's like a half a second, which could be a problem. It's not lag input, it's like when I let it go, it doesn't want to return right away. Or it's a weird lag input. It's not when I do the initial input, it's when I drop the stick back to neutral. And I gotta rip this bong real quick. This place is so nice to look at.
300. 300. 300.
airport.
One hundred. 60, 50, 40.
Hey, a 320.
One hundred.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
300. Two hundred.
Alright, maybe we'll go to space for a second and then see where we come down. Goodbye, Earth. Now we can start going fast. This is actually the correct way to launch the Airbus, the Space Bus, Airbus into space. I probably could have hit it a little bit harder, but it won't matter. We're still going into orbit now, and there's not much else we could do about it. Yeah. We're gonna have to go up. I'm serious, even if I drop the throttle right now. We're going to continue on this trajectory into, like, until we hit the ceiling. Maybe not. Maybe I wasn't going fast enough. It'll clear up in a second. It does this. I think what happens is somehow the auto throttle turns itself on, and you can't have that. See, it did it again. I don't know why it's like this glitch where it starts turning itself on, and we need that. We need that on right now. We're still trying to go faster. The altitude is not working anymore. You know, it's not really going to tell us the truth. And now I think it's working now. Maybe. No, because now we're about to go really fast. Now we're going to be able to get our speed up. Let's get kind of leveled out. We'll hit top speed and then see, we'll kill it and then see where we come down. Yeah, now we're gonna get some crazy speed going. Remember I was saying you kind of want to be around 100,000 feet before you really get going. It's hard to say how far we'll end up away from where we started. Mach 5.6. It's so smooth up here too. I mean, like the air feels like soft. That's hard to explain, but it's like it has no it has no like grip to it because it's thin. It's like swimming in irrigated water. I mean, except we're flying. It feels pretty good because we got so much airspeed. You can fly up here at lower airspeed, and that's when it feels really soft. Like when you're close to what is required for you to be up here, and you don't have much more than that. It feels like you have no authority at all. Right now I do, because I have Mach 6.9, so I do have authority. The air feels grippy now. Mach 7.15, still going. I forget what the top speed is actually. I make changes to it a lot, so I forget where we're at. I haven't flown in a while. I'm just saying, like I'll make changes and forget that I did. Mach 7.5. Seven 7.8. Seven 7.9. Mach 8. This is like dark star speed. And we're doing it in the Neo 320. Or the A320. Let's get more altitude. I don't know where the preferred top speed is. We'll find it. Yeah, see, now we're picking up even more speed. Our airspeed's pretty insane. 15,000 miles an hour. It'll drop away when we get out of this. We're going to be out of the air soon, and the airspeed will go lower. But our ground speed will go higher, or stay high. But then our efficiency gets really, really good. I mean, I'm talking to like 250,000. We're not there. We're still low. Let's go up. Let's go find the ceiling. Oh, there it is. Alright, so we'll cut it. Wait, do we hit top speed yet? Up here? No. Oh. It doesn't like when you ride the ceiling. Like it glitches. Zip. There it goes. Yeah, actually we're gonna go slower up here, so I guess it tops out at, what did it hit? Like Mach 8 point something, 8.15. Yeah, we're gonna go slower up here. So we'll shut it down. So let's see how long it takes for us to come out of orbit. It is pretty cool from in here. It's very, very peaceful. Ooh, we're still on the ceiling. It says we've been losing altitude. VS is negative. It says we're at 98,000. We are not at 98,000. We're on the ceiling. That's like 250,000 feet. I think 245,000, something like that. I don't know why do they even have a cap on the game? Just continue to let the air thin out, and then people could fling stuff into orbit. Like this, I could fling stuff into orbit if there wasn't a ceiling. And just float. I would have this like a screensaver. I would just have my thing orbiting Earth. I was gonna switch livery, but it'll load in up here at like 0 miles an hour or something, and ruin our whole thing. I'm curious how far how far we could go with no engines. Here's our flight path. Anyway, since we took off over here. This is when we started going up. And here we are now. So we made like a whole... Oh look, there's... Now I see where we're at. Poland, okay. Romania. I don't I didn't pick a airport tonight. I just like scrolled in and it was like, yes, I could take off from there. And it looked like mountains. Definitely losing speed. It's taking a minute. This plane won't let me go out of here. It won't let me in the back. It won't let me go walk around in the cabin. I think that's bogus. I paid for this aircraft and I can't leave this cockpit. This is such crap. I downloaded free aircraft that let me go into the back and they're like fully completely like modeled. Like I have the C-17 and that thing is like really nice looking inside and you can walk around it. I have another aircraft that was free download. I forget which one it was, but it's another commercial airliner and you can walk around in that one. It's big, dude. It's bigger than this. It won't let me go all the way to the back though. It's like there's an invisible wall for some reason. But by then you've walked so far back, it takes a minute to walk all that distance. You can get like halfway down the aisle. Again, not sure why you wouldn't just go the 100%. Maybe it bugs the aircraft or something. They can't do it. It's just weird. I don't understand like how I'm not no clip. Just put no clip mode on. I go through the seats. Gotta look into that. We'll see where we land, and then I'll probably call it because I'm getting tired. We're having a stall at Mach 2.6. I'm gonna let it stall. It'll bring us down faster. And you could really be up here for a while. With no engines. There's the real odometer or altimeter. I mean, there might not be a real airport. I'm just gonna set her down. If there's a real airport, I'll land. But anywhere is home in the space bus. In theory, I could let it'll fly all night. It'll fly for like 8 hours. I could put on autopilot and go to bed. I'm just gonna go to bed.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
I gotta stay up here until we slow down more.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
There's an airport. I think with this aircraft, you do need to slow it down quite a lot. Because it has too much thrust at like idle.
$500. $400. $300. $200.
Ugh, this thing's so powerful. Oops. Almost missed my opportunity.
200. 100. 650. 430. 20. Retard.
Oops, that was a little hard. It's a lot hard. Fairway. We landed. I'll show you if you were to go full throttle at ground, on the ground. And the funny thing is that other players could see that, like if they were happened to be there. I had somebody in a forum, they were like, "Oh my god, I saw you taking off from Las Vegas or something." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm out there all the time." So they watched me go off like the space shuttle. But alright, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired.